Hi everybody, it's me again, Xbox Live's Backroom. Just wanted to say welcome back, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you guys had there for you. A little bit of gaming discussion, I guess, coming out of the holidays. With Christmas and birthday money and such, I ended up picking up a couple of games and getting some as gifts. And what I noticed was kind of the return of load times. I took a little money and got Tekken 6 on the cheap, and I tried to play it and it would just get stuck loading at the character screen. It wouldn't go any further. I thought maybe I had a bad disc or whatever, but I looked it up, and apparently this is not an uncommon issue with Tekken. Apparently a lot of people had the same problem, so I ended up having to install it. It's the first game I ever installed on the hard drive, and it was just kind of weird to see such a slow load. I hadn't seen it for such a long time. Maybe it's because there's so many characters, maybe it's because they're detailed and the multi-level, multi-floored levels and stuff, but it was kind of jarring at first. And I also got a 3DS for my birthday. And if you're watching, thank you. And everything's great on it, but I was playing Mario Kart, and even Mario Kart, a cartridge-based game, had load time when it's loading the actual courses. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that was the whole point of, the big advantage that cartridges had over disc-based was the no load time. The difference between an N64 game and a PlayStation game. Discs had more storage, and cartridges were just faster. So it kind of struck me as odd that we're back at a point where load time is an issue again. And then I started thinking about it, and I actually had seen some other games with load time. Specifically, the one I noticed the most was Borderlands. You can have a good 30, 40, almost a minute load time in between areas. And I started to think, wow, maybe we're just back to the point now where our games are beefy enough that we require load times again. And apparently the PlayStation 3 is worse about this than the Xbox. With Mario Kart, maybe because you had to process two separate images for the eyes, but it just kind of struck me as odd. And that led me into thinking about the nature of the delivery vehicles that we'll be using to get our entertainment in the future. Shit. You've got, right now, you have disc-based systems, you have cartridge-based, you have digital delivery, you have pure cloud-based gaming, and then you have, I guess, installations, to play off installations, which come from either digital delivery or discs, what have you. I figure Sony is not going to jump away from disc-based anytime soon. They spent too much money on Blu-ray. They may improve on Blu-ray, but the 50-some gigs or whatever you get out of Blu-ray should hold them for now, and they're just not going to move away from it. Handhelds are probably going to stick with the cartridge-based, simply because of the battery advantage. And at this point, I think they actually have a storage advantage as well. And you can look at a 64, 128, 256 gig, thumb drive or SD card. You can easily see those getting more information than discs. It's almost where I want to see things go. Microsoft is probably going to have a strong mix, and PlayStation as well, of disc-based and digital delivery, things like Xbox Live Arcade. But I don't know what disc format they're going to use. Obviously, they're not going to go to Blu-ray. Sucks. But they probably are going to keep a physical medium, at least for the foreseeable next console, maybe the one after that. They are pushing for some more cloud-based functionality. With the last update, you now have the ability to make cloud-based saves and such. So they might be pushing to that. But when you get to pure cloud-based things like OnLive, I don't think we have the infrastructure in most areas to make that a widespread option. What else would we even have? PC-based games, again, you're going to have things like Steam to deliver things to the console, or to the computer, whatever you want to call it. But also you're going to have disc-based sales still. I don't see nearly as many, but I always had more success. It was quicker when I would try and install something from disk. I don't know, I guess it may be the difference between going out and buying it versus having to download it. I don't know. I still see value in physical media, definitely the trade-in value and such, but I can't argue against the convenience of a strict download system. You know, getting something, if you have a fast connection, makes it really easy when it just pops up for you. But I don't anticipate any changes anytime soon. Load time, I think, will be reduced again in the future as we get better consoles. Maybe the first generation of games will suck, and then load times will be reduced. And then as again you approach the end of the 5-year cycle, I know they've promised that the PlayStation, Xbox will be 10-year systems, but I don't anticipate waiting that long. I would expect to see a new system by 2013, 2014 at the very latest. Damn, that's maybe damn close to 10 years, isn't it? Nonetheless, let me know what you guys think, where the media solution is going to be in the future, what you prefer, how do you like to get your games delivered to, movies, music. I've not bought a CD in years. Most of my movie consumption at home is via Netflix. So those have already transferred to almost a purely digital medium. But games, I still like the physical side. Let me know what you guys think. Pop a comment down in the comments area below or put in a response video, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.